It's more hard.
Okay.
Party hat.
We're gonna make party hats. Just give me like 1 second. Are you eating already?
I know that piece is gonna be too hot to eat right now.
Okay. Let's just see if this works, okay? If it doesn't, we'll scratch the idea.
Gotta give it a shot though.
Gotta give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Always. So we round this out on the corners. And then we cut it here in the center.
I think we have party hats.
Then we have party hats. Really quick, 2 seconds. This looks like a party. This looks like a party. So what is it? Like a
Party City.
like a what is it? One of those Shanghai like Vietnamese hats that Bruce Lee wore, right?
Yep.
Boom, party hat.
Bam.
Bam.
Oh.
Let's see.
Put the papers in the bag. Yeah. Party hats, baby.
So fly.
And if I tilt it to the side, I look like
you could just
I
put
look
it
like
on.
Jack in the Box.
You could just put it on for 2 seconds.
No, I mean we gotta do it.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Get that visual.
Just to get that shot of like, oh, happy birthday. Yay.
That's hilarious. You're so resourceful.
Yeah, you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, would you want another party hat?
This is it. I mean, there can be no other party hats after this.
It's cute, right?
It's kind of pimping too.
Yeah, it is. Super resourceful. You gotta be. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Just gotta cut one more corner. All right.
That shot.
Perfect. Okay, I'll be back.
All of the buck.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Is it filming? Is it? All right. Welcome to What's Up, Bianca G at
What?
Delicious Pizza. I'm like.
Hat down.
This is DJ SMOOTH Mellow-Dee, and it's his birthday, and I literally made party hats for us.
Hey.
Happy birthday! Woo, woo.
I don't think I've ever had anybody make a party hat for me before.
Really?
That's fam right there, baby.
That's right. But this kind of looks like what Bruce Lee would wear,
Indeed.
right? Anyways,
But
happy
it
birthday.
is reminiscent of like the OG party hats where you like have the little
Yes.
rubber band at the bottom.
The elastic, if we
Yeah.
had that, it would be an ultimate party hat. But
Have
if
you-
Delicious Pizza had a party hat, it would be this.
I think we should market it. Put the
Yeah.
label, put the Delicious vinyl logo on it.
Yeah.
Delicious Pizza next to it.
Delicious Pizza. Let me get a quick shot really quick.
It's my Michael Jackson look.
All right, so happy birthday.
Thank you, fam.
You look like you're 17 years old.
Plus a whole lot more years on top of that.
A whole lot more years on top
A
of that.
whole lot.
And you know what? I've noticed every single year you have an entire weekend of parties.
Yes. So it kind of started when I was about 8 years old. And up to that point, I always found a way to be unhappy on my birthday. Like something would happen, somebody didn't show up, the cake wasn't right, and I would get upset. But I realized it's my birthday. So
Yeah.
there's no reason for me to not have a good time on my day. So at an early age, I just started being involved in the process. Like, Mom, I want to do it this way, I want to do it that way. So it just kind of took a road of its own. So by the time I got to college and I was already DJing and throwing parties, then I really took full control on how I wanted my birthday to be. And so that's why it's like, I mean, it's really in two parts, because you have my actual birthday, which is October 23rd. So I always center some stuff around that, but I also do an event called Smooth Stock that we started probably late 2000s. And the reason for it was being in the industry and having people on radio, film, TV. It's kind of a small circle to a certain degree.
Right.
Everybody knows everybody knows family members and stuff like that. But
Right.
anytime you go to an event, it's industry.
Yes.
And so me and my girlfriend at the time came up with an idea to make it family friendly, where you can bring your kids. We would have like the throwback of jump rope, flag football. Like, it was a day out in the park where we would just have fun, let your hair down,
Yes.
take that industry cool off. You want to come and have a good time. So that was like the birth of the second part of my birthday celebration.
Wow. So you're busy on your birthday.
The whole month of October, baby.
I'm
It's
the
going
same
down.
way. I celebrate the entire month. Is there like a year that you remember that was your favorite year or your favorite birthday ever? I have one.
You know, I have some. I would definitely say last year, because what I wanted to do for the first time, like I said, I would always integrate certain elements, but being a DJ, I think I value the importance of customer service. So anytime I would throw a lot of my birthday events, I would always integrate it would be more about everybody else as well. Like, I want to make sure I'm hosting, everybody has a good time. But last year, I said, F it. I wanted to do something strictly for me. I got an Airbnb. It's like totally not me. Like, I got an Airbnb in Malibu overlooking the ocean, and I just said, whoever can make it, show up.
Wow.
No clubs, no different. We were right there.
So fun. And you know what? I think you invited me, but I don't think I was in town at that time.
Yeah, you will be out of town. You will be on the move, Bianca. You will.
do. I am on the move. I am on the move all the time.
But fast forward a year later, you are sponsoring my birthday party.
Yeah. Speaking of sponsor your birthday party, this is a pizza party. You have a margarita pizza. You got to eat on the show.
Okay.
I know it's hard to eat and talk. That's the challenge of the show, is eating and talking, but we make it work. This is casual, chilling. We got wings. We already damaged the fries.
I mean, hi.
So, talk to me about what's going on. Like, what are you up to right now that everyone should know about?
Right now, I think everybody should know that I currently have, being a DJ, I think I've done it for so long. I've been looking for other avenues to get outside and do other, I can't run away from music, but I think other types of content. So when the pandemic hit, and I do a radio station on Delicious Vinyl station on dashradio.com. So I wanted to branch outside of just doing radio, because I've been doing radio since 2007 in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So migrated over to the digital side with Dash Radio, Delicious Vinyl Radio. So I wanted to take it a step further, where it's not just you come in, you sit down, Smooth D in the mix. Hey, we got an artist. It was very structured. We're moving into a place of non-traditional media. So I wanted to take advantage of that, and I created a show based off of my show that's on Delicious called The Get Down.
Okay.
So this is more, I would say, Drink Champ style, Vlad TV style, where we sit and have interviews, kind of like what we're doing now.
Oh, okay.
Just having deeper conversations that's not really constricted to a certain amount of time. It's just more open, and it's about them telling their stories.
Right.
So that's called What's the Get Down. Right now it's on YouTube, and 2020 was kind of the test run, just to get content or whatever, but we plan to push forward to 2024 and dive deeper into that as well.
Wow, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can I be on your show?
Of course.
What are you gonna ask me? I'm kidding.
Of course. It'll just take a life of its own and keep it organic.
That's what my show is about. We order food, we sit down, we just talk about what we want to talk about, and topics will come up through conversations. You know, when you go out to eat, you sit, you talk, you're like, so what's going on? How's life? What's new? Obviously, we can't put a lot of things on TV, but...
Well, you know, it depends what direction you're going. Some things you can say, some things you can't.
So what is your channel? What is the name? If for people that don't know, where can they follow?
Oh, yeah. If you go to YouTube, just go, well, if you can type it in, What's the Get Down? And Get is spelled G-I-T.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Get Down.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I think put lifestyle, because it's a lifestyle series. If you put just to get down, like different things come up. You know about the TV show that came out a few years ago called The Get Down?
I've seen it. I've seen like I think I've seen a logo of it before. Right.
And so even with the concept of what that show was, started from Grandmaster Flash in the early days of hip hop.
Okay.
And by him creating pretty much the blueprint for what we know of mixing records and finding the piece of those old school 70 breaks that were the Get Down segment. It's open-ended, instrumental, that's what became what the MCs in the party started rapping over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I kind of took that same formula to, change the wording up a little bit to distinguish it from my own, but it's hip hop, man.
It is hip hop, and I'm excited for you because it seems like a lot of people are really trying to start their own show.
For sure. Which
is awesome because then you kind of get a feel for how people want to create their platform, for speaking out. So you're gonna, are you enjoying your food so far?
Look, I have some of this pizza. Like I stay around the corner. I'll get up in here like at least.
I know, and you're gonna do it. And you're gonna do a DJ set after we eat, which is really exciting. And then all your friends are gonna come for your birthday, and we're just gonna eat and dance.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah. So I was thinking about questions to ask. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I was thinking. Everybody asks the same questions, but I do want to know one question. And I ask people this all the time.
Okay.
Who's your favorite DJ? Obviously outside of me. I'm just kidding.
You're right. You're top 5, baby. You're top 5. It's a simple yet complex question because DJs, can be different things for you at a different time. So I can just first start by saying Grandmaster Flash was my introduction to hip hop. I saw a movie called The Wild Style. He was in it. Whatever he was doing in that kitchen, taking those records and mixing them back and forth, that's what I want to do. So that was my introduction. So then with the growth of hip hop came Run DMC. So with Run DMC came Jam Master Jay. And
you're saucy. You're a saucy DJ. Okay.
I used him because that's when they were first. I mean, I think they may have been like the first hip hop group to have a video on MTV. And I just remember they did a concert and they did a live performance that MTV aired. I videotaped it on the VHS tape, aging myself.
Wow.
And so I took the Jam Master Jay intro for that show and I taught myself how to do like that routine. Wow. And I just would play it over and over and over again until I learned how to DJ, mix back and forth, things like that.
You should do that for Halloween. You should dress like
Jam Master Jay
and do that routine.
I definitely don't remember the routine now, but let me find it. Give me like 15
You
minutes.
should do that. I think that would be a great idea for Halloween.
Yep. So, like I said, those are my blueprints. But I will always have a special place in my heart because of the trajectory and being continuous from day one. Jazzy Jeff. Jeff is that guy.
Jeff is that guy. And so humble, right?
Definitely.
He's amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's amazing. So
Yeah.
okay, so Jazzy Jeff is your favorite DJ. Can we say that?
For sure.
Okay. So when you saw that routine, what got you to get the turntables and the records? Did you start with records? Did you yeah.
So I had a little help because I started without having any equipment. My older brother had a friend, and like with hip hop being so early in the game, everybody was just figuring out how to do it. So
right.
He, I think my brother's friend was having some issues with playing loud ass music.
Yeah.
In the basement.
It's always the case, right? No equipment. You're too loud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he brought the equipment and set it up in our basement. And so as the little brother, I would just kind of look and watch them as they were learning.
Wow.
As soon as they would leave, I would hop on.
And would you know how to
from watching them? Yeah. So that's the precursor to the Jam Master Jay footage. I learned the basics just watching them do it.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I feel like people are so spoiled today. When we were little, we had to watch things over and over and visually understand it to do it.
Right.
Even down to dance moves.
Exactly. We got YouTube now.
Yeah.
Woo, pop it open.
Exactly.
You got it.
So you were watching and you would look over.
Yeah, and I'm visual, so if I can see it, I can pick it up.
Wow. How long does it take for you to learn a program?
A lot longer now. I think my hard drive is kind of in the upwards of memory, so I need to clean out the cache.
I think a lot of people need to clean out their computer.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the software too. So it's even learning how to produce per se. It's I know the basics of it, but but I started on the physical drum machines and stuff back in the day, so it was a little bit easier to learn that way. But say graphics and things like that,
Right.
I can learn basics. I can pick up on basics really easy, but then taking deep dives and spending that time becomes hard sometimes because I do a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can put so much into DJing and on the music side, but then for my show, I'm doing the graphics for it as well and things like that. So it's just kind of trial by error, and you just kind of learn as you go.
Yeah, which is a good thing. I do a lot of things too, and I feel like sometimes things fall into place when you got to do them when they're supposed to.
For sure.
And that's what makes us really talented.
Yeah. I see your social media. You'll be making hats. You'll be doing designs. You'll be doing dance routines.
Yeah,
because
that inspiration comes when it's supposed to come, and it evolves when it's supposed to. So if I want to make a beat, I was sitting here with Rhett, and he was like, "There's times when it's been 2 months I didn't make a beat."
Wow.
Because you can do that all the time, but then you kind of lose the energy and the momentum a little bit. Your beats start to sound sluggish. But anyways, back to the topic. So you saw equipment, and the equipment is already there. So you were practicing on that equipment, and then it just grew from there?
Yeah, for sure. So, and then I had my best friend who lived up the street. So then I was like, yo, come down. I got this equipment down here, and we had an interest for it. So we both kind of started down that road, and his parents were a little bit more supportive of him. So before there were turntables, like DJ turntables, again, aging myself, the old school record players with the 8-track tapes, and it would sit on top. We found a way to, I would bring mine up with his.
Right.
There was no mixer. We just would cross the wires up into the speakers.
Man.
And we started, that was like really our first learning how to DJ.
You're smart. You're really smart. I mean, how I made mixtapes was like 2 tape decks and then
Exactly. We used what we had.
wires.
We used what we had, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the equipment probably started coming from my my friend's side first because, like I said, his family was a little bit more supportive in buying them things. But by the time we got to high school and I started working, then since my first job, I've been buying equipment and records ever since.
What was your first record that you played?
The first record
Where
I
you're
played.
like, whoa. Or bought. Should I say play or bought?
Yeah, I mean, if we're playing records, that's old school Stevie Wonder from the mom's basement.
Yes.
But the first record I remember buying is Mantronic's Fresh is the Word.
Fresh is the word. Did you buy doubles or did you buy?
No, just we can only do one. We can only do one at a time back then. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was something I heard on the radio, and to tie in Mantronic's, and kind of talking about my inspiration, it was Flash, Jam Master Jay, and then Mantronic in the group Mantronics who influenced me early too, because that song Fresh is the Word, I just heard it on the radio and I was like, what is it? Like,
Wow.
whatever it was, how it made me feel, I had to find out what it is. And that's when you could call the radio station and request records. And I asked them, like, what is this song? Who sings it? And he was like, oh yeah, the group is Mantronics. The name of the song is called Fresh is the Word. Went to the record store, rolled my bike down, and picked it up. And it's also kind of how I developed my name too, because the MC in the group was MCT. So I started out as MCD. Simple, keeping it simple. And then somewhere along the line, I integrated Smooth D, and it was just more of a reflection of my personality being laid back, and that was a way for me to make it cool than being shy and laid back.
Right.
You know? But yeah, brought Fresh is the Word, and my buddy, he had a bunch of like Run DMC records, so we did a lot with the Run DMC.
Wow. It reminds me, like, when I hear Smooth D, like, makes me feel like it's like New Jack City. Like, you know, like I want to see you in like a leather hat. You know what I mean? My name
Never
is Smooth
owned any
D.
leather hats, but
You know?
yeah,
Never?
I don't think I've ever. Baseball caps all
Well,
day.
it's time.
but-
It's time.
I gotta get it?
Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta get it.
But I don't know. I don't know where I go after this. Though.
This is the best party hat you'll ever get, man. Right here. Very sustainable.
I'm wearing it like all birthday weekend.
Yeah.
By the way.
You should. You need to like put the. You need to put like some chain
This
right
string.
here.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Okay, I got a question. So you know, like a lot of DJs when they DJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
They evolve, and throughout their journey from doing it,
Mm-hmm.
they either become hi.
Oh.
Oh! Hi guys, this is some stranger. Hi. What's up? How are you? I don't want to get like makeup on your shirt and turn it from like white to makeup.
You got makeup on my shirt?
No, but what's that?
You got makeup on my shirt?
I made a party hat.
I got a party for my birthday. I'm wearing it all
Birthday.
weekend. I'm wearing it all weekend.
What are
But
y'all
we're
doing?
recording live. We're doing a podcast. It's okay. Do you want to introduce yourself really
Video.
quick? Do you want to introduce yourself?
You
really
must,
fast?
because this is family. This is
Yeah. Hello.
family.
Huh? Can
Who
you
introduce yourself?
introduce yourself?
Holla at your boy.
Say hi. My name is.
Hi. Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
hell
recording
no.
right now. Everything is
I'm
recording.
super scared. I don't want to
Yeah.
be in an interview necessarily.
Do you
No,
want
you
some
gotta do it.
wings?
I
I
know
think
you
they're
gotta
kind
do
of
it.
cold.
Me.
So we were talking about, okay, everybody, this is Adrian. Can you say your name? But what is your name? This is
Hi.
Adrian. Hi. Welcome to the pizza party. It's his birthday. We're celebrating his
birthday?
birthday.
We got the same
here.
birthday as Snoop Dogg.
No. It's
Today's
today.
20th.
Do you want
Mine is
some?
23rd. It's on Monday.
Oh.
My birthday weekend.
Oh, well, I mean birthday weekend.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you. But
There's-
they look good.
Okay, cool.
Boy, do they look? Are they jerk?
They are not.
We're not a
That's
jerk.
not. That's
Wait.
not open yet.
But this is open. Yeah. Where the donuts at?
Oh, they're
There's
coming.
no donuts yet. You go get the donuts and call Uber Eats. Can we call Uber Eats for donuts?
I'm gonna get the
You
donuts.
gotta have donuts.
Right now.
Yeah,
I think
we
I'm gonna
gotta-
cry.
You should Uber Eats.
I'm gonna go get the donuts.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at
You
this.
All right.
Look,
I'm gonna ask him an intense question right
You
now.
can't have a smoothie party without donuts. Okay, he's looking at me. I got
Okay,
pressure
so-
now. What is it?
DJs, right? When they evolve and they have a journey in life, they either stick to DJing forever and then retire, or they go into like acting, or they go into production, they go into, you know, a lot of things. So like, which, where do you feel like you fall into place? Are you like a DJ turning into a radio personality, or do you see yourself directing?
I would say adult entertainment.
I'm out of here.
What?
The reaction. Get the reaction.
There's kids. Guys.
That's why I call adult entertainment.
Show's over. Show's over. Ring the bell. Boom, 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 boom.
No. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there is an adult entertainment portion
Okay.
of the journey.
Okay.
However,
There's no problem.
the journey has
Disrupting the dinner.
hit plateaus along the way, right? I think as much as I love music,
Yes.
sometimes I get tired of DJing. So,
Yeah.
being that when I started first, my first introduction into hip hop culture was breakdancing.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
My name
you-
was Electro Rock. Bam.
I was like, I know he's a.
Man.
I was like, I know
Yeah.
you were a breakdancer.
And if you saw the movie Breaking,
Yeah.
the main characters, Turbo and Ozone,
Yeah.
their arch nemesis crew was called Electro Rock. Shouts out Poppin' Pete, legendary.
Yeah.
Poppin' Taco, I think he passed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's why I started
The
from
audience.
I mean, it's a live show, baby. Let's
It
go.
is a live show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm alive.
Do you want to sit down and eat with us or no? Okay.
I'm not gonna eat, but I'm listening. I like
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
The abominable.
The Abominable Smooth D. So yeah, I think we're doing Abominable Smooth D after
All
this.
right. Cool.
So yeah, it started with breakdancing, getting into. So it was always rapping, production, DJing. It kind of all existed at once, but
Yes.
I think DJing was always consistent because I loved music so much.
Right.
So hitting those plateaus and evolving, I think just the media side of it. When I got the opportunity to do radio, shouts out Stevie Wonder, KJLH 102.3, getting the opportunity to be on that station at the time where the West was finding its identity again and being a part of a show that it was a radio show format that didn't exist at the time. We played 70s, 80s, 90s, primarily in a mix show format.
Right.
It wasn't old school. It wasn't, just playing old records, but it wasn't the new stuff as well.
Right.
But I had a segment called the new mix of the week, Smooth Dee's new mix of the week.
Okay.
So having that opportunity of being able to break artists like YG, Mustard, Joe Moses at the time where they were just, Power 106 and The Beat were not even really playing their records yet.
Right.
So having the opportunity, in addition to the hyphy movement was super huge in the Bay at that time.
Yeah.
So being able to have that outlet, to have a boutique show every Saturday night where you would get the old classics in a mix show format, but then to experience some of the new music, that let me know DJing, just doing parties, like I didn't want to just do that strictly anymore. So from radio, and after doing radio, that's where it just grew to a point now of just doing other media, what's to get down,
Yeah.
sitting down with artists. But I don't know if I will ever go like the film route or anything like that,
Right.
because I mean, me being in front of a camera has been something I've had to really work on being comfortable with.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as doing films and stuff, I would like to produce films. I will say that. I have some documentary ideas I would like to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll always circle back to music and DJing for me.
So when you say music and DJ, you want to be like, do you see yourself in 5 years being a DJ producer?
I mean, yeah, I think it's a full circle moment where I'm getting the urge to be involved more with the production.
Okay.
I mean, with the technology that's out there now for DJs, with Serato stems and Serato
Right.
studio and things like that, makes it a lot easier. I just have to retrain my mind because I'm used to sitting in front of an MPC 2000,
Yes.
loading sounds in,
Yeah.
rack mount units and things like that, which is part of the reason I stopped producing, is because I felt I would lose the moment of whatever's in my head before I could load this in and find the right sounds.
You would lose the
I would
moment?
lose it. So it'll be interesting to see if I can do it now.
I'm sure you can. And you should do what makes you comfortable when you produce.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are always like, oh, learn this new program and learn that.
Right.
You should just do what feels right to you and create it the way you want to do it, and it'll just, then you'll start to find your way of doing things. Because
Dope.
I've done Logic, I've done Ableton.
What is your software of choice? What's your major tool of the trade? What do you like the most?
When it comes to production, when you want the old classic sound, MPC for sure, 1,000%. And it depends on the sound, right? When you want to put an idea down with new sounds and something that sounds a little bit bigger and like a pop record or like something you'll hear on the radio, I would go Ableton just to get the idea out,
Okay.
because you can get so many different sounds. Logic, to me, is more of like a program to make movies. It does. It's not. It's strong, but you can hear it. It's not. I get really technical here, but you can hear it.
No,
So,
I feel it. I mean, and Logic is
Yeah.
probably what I've used the most.
yeah.
Logic and Cubase actually is what I started.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In the
Cubase.
digital realm, it started with
Yeah.
Cubase, now Logic,
Yeah.
and it's not really a good for a DAW, but as far as ideas, like I was saying
Yes.
earlier, the machine is very helpful for me to
Yes.
get those ideas.
As long as you're not crutching yourself. When I say crutching yourself, like a lot of people are used to the dragging and dropping, but it doesn't help you later.
Yeah,
Like,
like when
you
I see
have
people
to-
make beats by painting it in, it's like I even try to do it, but I
Yeah.
can't do it.
But
I
you
have
won't
to.
be on time.
Right.
You know, you could be on time here and like put things and see
Yeah.
things, but then you won't be on time when you try to do it. So
Gotta
personally,
feel it.
for me, when I make beats, I want to be on time. You gotta be in pocket and on time. So it's just good training to do both.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. This is gonna be the
You like
last
to.
question, people.
One and done.
Okay,
Do-
how are we on time? Okay. All right, cool.
Shouts
so
out
perfect.
to the fam Proc over there. Speaking of
Perfect.
production, super dope producer as
Oh,
well.
what's up? Okay, so perfect timing. You're gonna ask me a question,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna close out, and then you're gonna DJ, and then we're gonna record that set.
Let's do it.
Okay, ask me.
No, it's real.
Are you kidding?
I mean, since we're on the topic of music,
Okay.
what did you play any instruments growing up?
Did I play any instruments? Let me think. That's actually a really good question.
Because it's a two-part question.
I dabbled.
Okay.
Piano, just little things. I would always dabble. I'd see something and I'd play with it really fast, but it
Okay.
wasn't like head on.
You have like music theory, like
No.
can you read music or you just taught
No.
yourself how to play by ear?
I
Okay.
could play by ear. I
Alright.
could really play by ear, but it's, the thing that is frustrating is it's slow because but I could play by ear. Like if you sang something, I'd know what scale it's at.
Oh yeah, so I don't know.
You know
that.
what I mean? Yeah. If I
Okay.
hear that, I'd be like, okay, that's in the C scale, but
So then the second part would be, do you feel that your exposure to music has helped you from the DJ standpoint?
I'm a little backwards. So I learned how to DJ with house music,
Hmm.
and it was the same situation as you. I was at someone's house, they had turntables. They were playing house music, like Chicago, San Francisco house. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? Learned how to DJ. And then I worked at a record store, collected vinyl. And then after that, there was like 3-4 years in, I started get like I would say 8 months in, I got busy with vinyl, right?
Okay.
I would be booked everywhere, and then all of a sudden Serato came out, and someone talked me into learning Serato, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Right.
You remember the first time you learned Serato? You're like, "What is this?" I felt like so out of place. So then I got rid of my vinyl, and then when I learned Serato, it kind of took me on this like technical journey, and then I got bored. I was like, is this all I learned? But I would always get excited when I watched like D-Styles.
Okay.
Or like Rhythmatic or like Mellow-Dee. I would be like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And I'm like, maybe if I try their class, I won't be bored anymore. Right? And someone suggested it. So I was like, man, I quit DJing, man. I'm so bored. I don't want to stand there for 4 hours anymore. I'm done standing.
Right.
Because I'm like an entertainment person, you know? I love doing so many things.
For sure.
So I'm like, I'm bored. I need to be busy. And then my friend was like, try this school. Went to the school, took a class, and my mind was blown on how many things I did not know. And I've been in this industry for a long time. So that changed my life. And then it made me a better producer.
Interesting.
Yeah, because we broke down records and we broke down, you know, things in sequence. And then all of a sudden I go into a production class and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I know what BPM that's on. I know. So I'm backwards. I like went in, went hard. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not that hard.
It's all a journey.
Then I went back and I was like, whoa. And then
That's dope.
Yeah. So now I'm just kind of going through music as I go and exploring and discovering things along the way.
In a similar place.
Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes you just line up with things that are meant for you and then you just start evolving. You're like, whoa.
Right.
You know, I'm a giant. Yeah, so happy birthday. Let's put our hats back on. And cheers with water.
Cheers.
Happy birthday to you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And we're going to finish this food. Is there anything else you want to tell anybody? I mean, the normal, your social media.
Yeah, Instagram at SmoothD, and that's with 3 O's, so SMOOTHDEE. And check me out on Twitch.
Wow, you sound like a rap. You can just rap that. You can just like look in the camera.
Smooth D in the place to be.
What is the Instagram at?
At SmoothD, SMOOTHDEE.
Okay, so that's his Instagram. What else do you want to let everybody know?
Yeah, and Twitch. I'm finding a cool space with Twitch of just being able to. Again, I think the pandemic helped people to really look at music a little bit deeper. So, not having to play music based on the location or the venue.
Right.
With Twitch, you have people tapped in from all over the globe.
Yes.
And they want to hear what they don't hear all the time. So, it's been an opportunity for me to really flip it.
Okay.
If not play what I need to play for them, people actually come to hear my vibe. And I find so much joy in doing that. So follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJ SMOOTHDEE with Bianca G.
G. I've had a Twitch and I haven't used it. Everyone says I should get on it, but I haven't gotten to that space yet, but I will. Eventually. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a set together on Twitch.
Come on, let's go.
You gotta invite me out.
You already know.
You gotta invite me to your Twitch set.
Okay.
I gotta figure out how it works.
Gotcha.
All right.
Let's figure it out.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We're gonna finish our food, and that's what's up for hanging out at What's Up Bianca G.